Coming this season on Rogue Life.
Hey there, it's me, Benny Bowers. So, the world has been pretty crazy since the last time you saw me. That girl that I kind of have a crush on friend-zoned me hard.
I mean, yeah, we sort of share a connection, but only in a way that you find between two good friends.
Sometimes storytellers need help just a bit.
I was detained and questioned by some secret government organization.
Mr. Bowers, we have this footage of you with Miss Blake and Mr. Peterson huddled together for an hour outside of the building.
The heroes are stuck, and they can't escape.
I infiltrated an apocalypse cult.
The Master must be released to bring back his power and strength to the chosen people through the enlightened veil.
And I faced down a rogue AI.
I'm all about creating new and interesting stories and entertaining. If it's just a bunch of puppets, but there's no one to watch the show, what's the point?
Going back, let's move forward.
Oh, and let's not forget getting caught up in a full-on Broadway musical.
With a day you set, knocking out, and when you're rocking a sock of a day you set, knocking up, those heroes will get away, and we'll surely save the day with a day you set, knocking out.
You'd think I'd get discouraged by all this, but nah, I'm just trying to live my best life.
Rogue Life Season 2 premieres March 25th, 2024 on your podcast app of choice.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Good morning, everyone. I know we're all excited to hear from the famous Lieutenant Lars Zhou about his heroic exploits, but I would kindly ask that you're patient for a little while longer whilst we get all set up. It really shouldn't take much longer. We're very nearly ready, and your patience in this matter is greatly appreciated.
Lars, you will be fine. You just need to go out there, smile, be polite, and answer the people's questions. They are friendly forces. Everyone out there loves you. You saved countless people from starvation.
This is a waste of time. I have work to do.
And this will make the work of the Guard even easier. It's about building trust.
I'm not like you, Captain. It will make my work harder. Everyone will know who I am. It's just going to get in the way.
Everyone already knows who you are, and it's also an order, directly from Commander Vine. So, please, just do it.
Are we ready? They're getting pretty antsy out there.
We're ready. Good luck, Lars.
Good morning, ladies, gentlemen. Oh, my, this device is a novelty. Some sort of thaumaturgy, is it? Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and members of the expired title community. Thank you all for turning out today to attend this event in Riku Square, and thank you for bringing the lovely summer weather with you. Our big thanks also to the Public Displays Guild for organizing and financing this event. Without them, we would not have this Luden device, which allows all of you out there in the cheap seats to hear us. Now, I know that you all know who I am, and I know that you didn't come here today to see me. And I take no offense to this whatsoever, because it is my pleasure to introduce the man of the hour, the hero of the city, the one who cracked the sappery ration poisoning case wide open and brought heinous villains to justice, Lieutenant Lars Zhou!
Like we practiced. Deep breaths. Smile. For God's sake, say something.
Hello. Lieutenant Lars Zhou, everybody!
Thank you for taking the time to come in, Dockmaster. And I apologize for the long wait. I hope we haven't inconvenienced you too badly.
Not a problem at all, Lieutenant Zhou. I've been hoping to meet you for some time. My children will be ecstatic to hear that I got the opportunity. Not to mention my wife. And of course, anything I can do to help our city guard.
We are investigating the deaths of a number of halfling in the Little Lurien area. The killings occurred just a few days ago.
A terrible business, and still not a word about it in the grapevine. But it is heartening to see that the little people of the ghettos are getting the guard's finest investigator.
We found a number of these at the scene. Do you recognize it?
I can't say that I do, Lieutenant.
A witness suggested that the murder weapon ejected these as it was operated.
How peculiar. Some sort of esoteric device. Would you like me to test it for you?
No, I tested it. No arcana whatsoever.
Well, what is it that I can help you with?
The killings occurred a little over a 10-day after the bark appeared. Roughly the length of time it takes to sail from Near Isle or Kudu.
You believe these weapons were smuggled in using one of the less reputable ports to hide their wares?
Perhaps, but I hear that some of the cutters the smugglers are using can cut that time in half. They could get to Near Isle and back in a 10-day.
Powerful exotic ship arrives, followed by powerful exotic weapons. I see where you're going with this, Lieutenant Zhou.
How about we get straight into some questions? I believe we have Theodore DeLafontaine from the Nighttime Economy Guild first. Teddy, please, your question.
Good morning, Captain Ironside. Good morning, Lieutenant Zhou. I just want to say thank you on behalf of everyone for your magnificent work. And my question to you is it true that you can hear people's thoughts?
No.
What Lars means to say is that he's a skilled Duin who studied esoterics for many years and learned the art of channeling the minds of others. But that we shouldn't be concerned because the Guard have strict regulations on the use of this ability, which is most effective with the consent of the participating parties.
Astounding! Lieutenant Zhou, what am I thinking right now?
I'm not permitted to.
Come on, a demonstration for the people!
It takes a great deal of energy.
Who would like to see a demonstration?
Could you take a step closer, please?
Of course.
Ajatuxia, Alokanula, Tushendler.
Well?
You are all recalling a highly satisfying sexual encounter with 8 other participants. All of you were shouting, the row of rigid spears, where your dreams come to life, repeatedly. The participants
Okay, that'll do for that question. Very shrewd Guildmaster DeLafontaine, but this is not a forum for public advertisement. Another round of applause for Lieutenant Zhou.
I subsequently located a number of these objects in and around the docks, here in the city.
I see. And when did you conduct this search? It is customary to inform the Dockmaster when an investigation of their premises is being conducted.
You are being informed. It was conducted whilst you were waiting here. We also noted a number of missing manifests from ships reported to have arrived in the last few days.
I see. Well, we had a break-in and some records were stolen. Smugglers, we suspect, trying to cover their tracks before they departed. I hear they had some sort of internal dispute when we, as per our legal requirements, forced them to register. It got ugly by all accounts.
Did you report it to the guard?
Indeed. When the Day Watch found some rather upsetting remains in the smolders, I helped them to identify the first mate. He was the one who registered the ships. Had some most recognizable islander tattoos.
So, you waited until the guard came to you with bodies before you made a report of the missing manifests?
We generally prefer to keep our problems in-house, Lieutenant. As you can imagine, we deal with issues which can be both highly sensitive and highly technical. And we don't want to waste guard time where it can be avoided.
It's not trivia if weapons are being smuggled into the city, Dockmaster.
It is very alarming indeed, and I will have my men on it as quickly as I can.
Your men? Are you referring to the Lightfoot family?
I employ a great number of staff at the docks, Lieutenant. But I do not make a habit of recruiting criminals. It's bad for business.
You are widely considered to be a major partner of the Lightfoot family.
Slander, I'm afraid. But it comes with the territory. There are many who would like to see me fail and replaced with a different face. I'm sure you're familiar with such indignities as next kin. We drakes don't even have the luxury of looking similar to the Renfolk, I'm afraid.
The current demeanor of the families has just passed away after a long illness. The position is vacant.
I've read something or other in the papers. As far as I am aware, her daughter is the only eligible replacement. The heads of the other families all being male, I hear.
True, but the Quiet Knives are not one for following the rules, not even those set by the families.
Ah, so you believe that the death of these Quiet Knife halflings is related to some sort of turf war?
I didn't say the halfling were Quiet Knives.
News travels fast, Lieutenant.
Let's dispense with the games, Dockmaster. 6 people were killed, at range, in a matter of seconds. A weapon of this power rivals the power of Velocasters. I am not interested in disrupting your business. I am only interested in taking this weapon off the street.
We can't stop playing the game just because you don't like the rules, I'm afraid. But I feel that we've come to a natural conclusion.
Alright, I believe we have a question from the famed flue-tag racing pilot, the Crimson Gammon. Grok, if you would be so kind.
Thank you, Captain Ironside. And I would like to say thank you to Lieutenant Zhou on behalf of all the pilots in the FT League. Lieutenant Zhou, is it true that you can speak to spirits beyond the grave?
No.
You can do this, Lars.
Since the fall, communion with the dead or with the gods is impossible.
And now, the optimism.
But I can animate an echo of thought and memory in the corpse of the deceased and communicate with it.
That's so cool!
Thank you, Grok, and thank you, Lieutenant Zhou. To reiterate, the god does not interfere with the passing of souls into otherworld. Thank you again. Can we have a question from Baron Halywyn, please? Headmaster of the city's Dwin School.
Thank you, Luobo, and thank you, Lars, for your service. As the proprietor of the city's premier esoteric education establishment, I would like also to thank you for the excellent work you have done bringing the art back into the public eye on such positive terms. As you know, Dowens provide a range of civil functions, but casters have far too long been seen as nothing but war mages fighting foreign enemies and the wildland blight. And so I would like to offer you my heartfelt thank you for your contribution and offer you the status of honorary alumni and titular professor at our school. Now, my question is...
No.
Excuse me?
2 things. Velo are combat casters, not Dowen. We cannot draw on the elements the way they can.
I simply meant to say that the public is unaware of such distinctions.
And I was refused entry into your school because of my Fey ancestry. You have a strict heritage criteria which prevents anyone other than Renfolk from joining. You all seem to want to ask questions about casting. I'd like to make something clear. Esoterics are blunt instruments. It's flashy and sexy to solve crimes with magic, but it's not like that at all. If anything, casting muddies the water. It's not systematic. It's not clear. There are hundreds of ways to interpret and misinterpret signals and signs, and there are huge limitations on the reliability of what you get back. Most of what I do doesn't require casting at all. It requires focused, systematic investigation, clinical, critical evaluation. With the right training, anyone could do it. Do you think the guard should drop the dough and education requirements for the
I
stag?
don't think that he's sane.
Okay. Thank you, Lars, for your passion and enthusiasm with that question. But I think we should stay away from boring subjects such as God.
I am not finished with you, Master Alaric.
I have been at this for a long time, Lieutenant Zhou. There are areas in which you can tread, and areas which you cannot.
And you decide which is which?
Alas, I do not. But tread carefully. We all must.
I have cases to solve.
Like the staple re-poisonings, I presume. The food supply is fragile and precious, a concern to all. You solved that case because you were permitted to solve it. And you have my heartfelt thanks. I have a family here in the city. I, as much as anyone, appreciate your diligence and hard work on this matter.
When it's someone else I am pursuing?
I have known many crusaders throughout the years, Lieutenant. Some felt invincible by dint of a calling, others by blind arrogance, others by naivete. Do you think your newfound fame shields you? I am afraid in this game, as you call it, you are risking a foul, Lieutenant Zhou. A foul for which there are penalties.
I'm doing my job. I have the power to hold you for questioning.
Power, you say? Who gave you permission to raid my establishment?
The docks are crown property. The guard are still servants of the crown. I don't need authority to search them.
I'd like to stick with your metaphor for a moment longer, if we could. If I may. Those who cannot or will not learn the rules of the game do not win. I have made inquiries about you. I know of the fate of your family and your curious late-night wanderings.
Are you threatening me, Dockmaster?
Not at all. I don't make threats. They do tend to rather give the game away. But I offer advice and occasional warnings. Please do not make the error of believing that you can undo the past with blind idealism.
The dead are gone, Master Alaric. You won't get into my head. I'm not doing anything for anyone else.
Then perhaps I misread you. What is it that motivates our city's illustrious investigator, then? Fine. Let me tell you what is going to happen next, Lieutenant Zhou. I am going to send a message. And in a matter of moments, your boss is going to come through that door. Release me with apologies and reprimand you. If you are lucky, you won't be demoted, fined, or dismissed. Alternatively, you are going to stop with your line of questioning and allow me to leave unmolested, so that I might clean up this mess. I assure you, we are not adversaries in this endeavor. Do not make me your enemy.
This is my job, Dockmaster. If you won't answer my questions, I will find another way to put this puzzle together.
You have had your warning, son.
Okay. Thank you, Lars, for your passion and enthusiasm with that question. But I think we should stay away from boring subjects such as guard recruiting policy. Yes, Jyce Inacio, Editor-in-Chief at the Coalition of Printers. What is your question?
My question is simple. What do you think of Sral Ux?
What is that?
Of course you jest, but for anyone who has not had the pleasure of reading the Daily Strip and the Grapevine yet,
Is that guy supposed to be me?
Lieutenant Zhou is of course delighted that our press is engaging with the city guard, but laments the depictions of widespread and rampant corruption which prefigure in the fictional stories.
Can they take it down? I don't want...
Okay, last few questions.
Why were you arrested in the Narrows?
Kareth, I really don't think we need to rehash that misunderstanding.
It's a fair question, Captain. Our city's hero was arrested not so long ago in curious circumstances. Aren't the people entitled to know?
Another question, please.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, Lars. I really did caution the commander against it.
It's fine. It's over. I just want to get back to work.
I understand. Well, good luck, and don't be afraid to pop into my office once in a while. I'm sure the team would love to take you for a drink on the mile sometime. Or Aang and I could have you over for dinner.
I don't drink. I just want to work.
Well, don't let me...
All right, Swallow, save the city today.
Too busy playing with dead people, probably.
Get in here, you shit stain.
No, you stand up. You've been reassigned.
Why?
Because you're a meddling little shit stain. Did it not cross your awkward, weird little brain to clue someone into raiding such a sensitive location?
I followed a process. No authority was required.
You know, I don't have this problem with other officers. I don't have to spill every fucking thing out to them. Sure, I've got some wannabe renegades and I've got some bin skinners. But you're just a totally fucking useless kind of cavalier. You know, I was looking forward to giving you the sick before you went all show business on us. No one ever knows what the fuck you are doing. No one knows where you are. You just fucking turn up.
And work my cases?
There is more to being an officer than your cases. There's more to being a guardsman than solving crimes. We are a team. But I don't know a single person on this team who can stand you.
I found connections between the docks and the little Lurian killings.
You're not fucking listening, Lars. This is what I mean. You're fucking weird. I'm telling you, everyone here fucking hates you and wants you to fucking leave. And all you care about is...
The metal casings were...
It's a rubbish waste.
They were...
You are fucking lucky that you're Flavour of the Month shoe. And the public have got a hard-on for you saving the food supply. I can't sick you whilst the commander parades you about. But you can fuck right off if you think I'm giving you the promotion to captain.
I don't want to...
You pissed off an important city official. Ambushed him over some fucking litter. Imagine my delight.
I don't want a promotion.
Good, because you're not fucking getting one.
The Dockmaster.
You are reassigned.
What about my request?
You are a necky bastard. Do you not realise the shit you're in?
It was already authorised. Are you going to rescind it?
No. Lucky for you, it works out better for everyone if someone's around to keep an eye on you. Those shit-for-brains day watchmen are probably the only people stupid enough to work with you, so you can get your fucking assistant investigator. A lot of fucking good it's gonna do you, now you're on the Dockmaster's shit list.
If I can keep working, I don't care what he does.
Don't mistake my leniency for kindness, Lars. I don't know what makes it through that vacant look and into that thick skull of yours. You and your whole fucking skis weird me out. If you want to keep working, stay in your fucking
L, will you help me fix this, please?